Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you tuning in. So today, not a single barrel. I've been actually finding a lot of, I guess, shelf products or products that are not necessarily limited releases or single barrels and everything like that. And they're interesting. Everybody seems to be into them and everything like that. And yeah, so surprising. This is another rye whiskey. So this is from a brand, and this is from a brand that I'm not necessarily, not that I hate them, but just not a huge fan of a lot of the stuff that they do. And, you know, it's just, I don't know. It's that love-hate relationship. None of their products were available when I first got into this crazy adventure of mine. And just, you know, tried so much other stuff before I actually got to try some of their stuff. And I'm like, well, you know, I don't necessarily go crazy for that stuff. Maybe it's just not me. But what I'm talking about today, what we're going to talk about, is the new Sazerac Full Proof. Now, a lot of people are calling this the, I guess, the handy killer and everything like that. But, you know, I don't have a handy, right? And not that I wouldn't want one, but just I've never been able to find one or locate one in the wild whatsoever. So, you know, I'll take people's word for it. But I've sipped on this a little bit since I opened it, and it's good. I enjoy it, but I don't know. Again, I'm prefacing this here. This one has a nice chug when you pour it, which is nice. I will preference this that I am not a rye guy. Okay? I don't necessarily go after and chase and pursue a lot of rye whiskeys. I enjoy ryes that are say finished, or maybe ryes that are tradition like 95.5 or maybe 100 proof rye. So this is the Sazerac Full Proof. Now, I've had samples of the 90 proof Sazerac. I don't own one. I don't do cocktails, so I wouldn't get one of these here anyway. And, you know, this here is a 125 proof rye from Buffalo Trace. So the mash bill on this, again, it is a barely legal rye. Very, very similar to the Elijah Craig barrel proof rye that I reviewed recently. So I'm not sure if this video is going to come out first or that one there or whatever. But they have a very similar mash bill. So this one here is 51% rye, so barely legal, 39 corn, and 10% malted barley. And I want to say the Elijah Craig was 12% malted barley. So there's the difference. They're both 51% corn, but the 51% rye. But the corn, I guess, on the Elijah Craig is 37%, and here it's 39%. So that's enough of all that background and everything like that. Now this one here, I'd say a little bit darker than the Elijah Craig one. And not ready to do a blind and go against this here. Maybe that's something I will do. I'll blind these two together, maybe with some other rye that I have that's a 51, like barely legal rye, and see what comes out on top. But on the nose here, again, I don't pick up a lot on these types of rye whiskeys. For me, I get citrus, you know, a little bit of grass, a little bit of mint, and rye spice. That's kind of what I pick up on these types of ryes. Now, 95.5s or 100% ryes, I get a whole bunch of different expressions on the nose and everything like that. But these here, I just don't get a lot. They're very muted for me. But man, I tell you, yeah, it's just very, I don't know, not a lot going on for me on the nose. Now, definitely viscous. It's coating the glass here, you know, kind of long legs and everything like that, and a little bit light like a very light copper, not really dark and everything. So, all right. Cheers, everybody. So for me, on the palate on here, this maybe translates a little bit more. Now, okay. So initially on the palate, I get a lot of that grassiness, mint, kind of, and a little bit of citrus. Mid palate, that kind of fades away, a little bit of the rye spice, and then on the finish, there's some creaminess there, but not a lot. It's very muted. Definitely citrus, maybe a little bit of lemon, kind of lemon orange zest on the end there. But I remember, so on the Elijah Craig, I got more of like a creaminess citrus flavor, like almost like those like orange creamsicle with the orange on the outside and the yellow and the vanilla in the middle. So this I'm not getting that. This is more kind of rye. It's not the ryes that I like, man. So happy to have it. Glad I'm reviewing it, but I don't know. I'll probably get a lot of hate for this here, but again, I am not a huge Buffalo Trace fan. I'm just not. It's just, I mean, I like some of their stuff and enjoy drinking it. I have it for friends, that kind of stuff, but most of the stuff I have on here I have on my shelf is craft whiskey and stuff from other distilleries, because this stuff from Buffalo Trace was always hard to find in my area when I first started on my adventure. And I learned to like and appreciate other things more. And when I finally found Buffalo Trace, I was like, oh, well, this isn't really that great. It is good. I'm not going to lie. It's sweet. For 125 proof, it's pretty easy to drink. Probably gets you in trouble if you're, I mean, I have some buddies, we hang out in the after hours and stuff like that. They've gone through bottles of this stuff. I can see it's very easy to drink. It's not offensive or anything like that. I mean, to me, it's not something that I'm going to go to often, but that's just my palate, right? I'm not really a traditional rye person. I like those darker, richer, more ryes that have more depth to them. Now, I will be doing a review soon of a Epic Rye. So this was a 21090 pick. Now that thing, wow, that's 100% rye from Maryland. That is a roller coaster of flavor. But I haven't gotten that film jet or done. But I cracked that about a week ago, and whew, my God, I love it. But this I'm happy to have, but I don't know. It's just not me, man. So this is the West Virginia Bourbon Guy. I remind you that pours are always best when they're shared with friends. Cheers, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your evening, rest of your morning, wherever you may be watching. Oh, I forgot to mention, Saturday night, live stream. Sign up in the comments or details section below. Come join the show. Hang out, share a few pours, or let's check out what you got, right? Do on the shelf. Come join the show and hang out. Cheers, everybody. Okay. It's good, but it's not me. All right, catch you guys later.